Babak Moezi from Wexford here, and today in this video I would like to explain some of the concepts of how to make applications and plugins for small businesses using AI. Today I'm going to focus on the concept, so I'm not going to get into the technical aspect of the applications and how to build the applications, but mainly today we want to discuss the options for small businesses when it comes to setting up, creating, or using AI to help their business. Another thing is I would like to explain today is going to be fast and furious, but hopefully we can break this down and in the future we explain things further. So first of all, I want to explain there are a couple of options for small businesses to use AI. The most common way, I'm sure that you're familiar by this point, is the very common way of going to language model, for example, ChatGPT, and you have some set of prompts that you put into the system, and the system analyze your data and responds with appropriate answer. You can, to some extent, automate this situation. For example, you can automate the prompt, but it still requires some level of manual input. So it is so time consuming. And another point is if something is done by everyone, it doesn't necessarily give your business competitive edge. So you need to look beyond something that is done by everyone, all other businesses. In this chart, I just explained the AI or language model, the prompt that you put into the system, and the response that you get. Very simple. We move to the next model, and this is where you are using the plugins, whether these plugins or third-party applications, something that has integration with that language model, or you use third-party connectors such as Zapier to create those connectors. That's one option. Another option underneath the same model is where you're using the third party platforms. And these are the paid platforms that they use ChatGPT as their main, or any other language model as a main source of language processing model. And then they have a database that analyze inquiries and provide responses. And they try to niche down to specific problems or industries. So you come across these ones. These are third-party paid applications. So, and a little bit issue that they may not exactly solve specific problems that you have in your business. Another problem is concern about security, whether when you're uploading some confidential information, for example, whether that information going to be handled in a secure way. We move to the um, next slide. But before that, I'm just going to explain another thing is um, another option is using AI that is incorporated into your the softwares that you're using. So big corporations, most often they're incorporating AI into their business model and to their service offerings. So let's say, for example, Microsoft, they are incorporating Copilot. The Google products, they're adding AI to their, for example, Gmails, and other products that they are working on at the moment. So that's another things to consider. But again, we are talking about the specific problems you have, a specific AI that solve that problem and give your business competitive edge. So I move to the next slide, which explain the option, which I believe this is the best option for businesses. And this is the model of setting up a custom AI that is connected with your database. So here we have the language model that connects through connectors such as Zapier, Make, or other connectors to your database. And also you have the automations and set of predefined rules that you add to the system. So you have that automation in place. You have your language model, and you have your database, and these are all connected with each other. So what happens when there is a query? Let's say this query is from your customers or from your employees or whoever it may be. You can get that in queries. You can connect that to your automation system to make sure you respond with the appropriate answer, and that automation can communicate with your database, get some data from your database, can make that whole query or response more conversational through communicating with the AI and language model, even you're adding more information to that, and then get back to the user with appropriate response. So whether that's response is in voice, in text, or any other type of information, or the initial queries that you're receiving, again, whatever may be, is it text, is it voice, or other form of information. So this is a custom API model that I believe is most suitable for businesses that they want to gain competitive edge and really make your business different from other competition. So I think something that you should look into. And the great things about this, when you build this application, you can replicate that to solve other problems. And this is something that can be improved and can get better. And the fact that this is machine learning, so it is because it's connected to your database, this system is going to learn more and more and more and get better over time and learn more about your business. So you can even use this model, for example, to solve some internal problem. For example, if you need, let's say, AI departments for your HR or marketing or accountancy, you can actually use the same model to get appropriate responses. So hope this video helps you. It was fast and furious, I understand, but if you have any question, please put it in the comment section below, and I'm hoping that I add more videos to the channel about AI. So please subscribe to the channel, and if you go to the website, you can subscribe to my newsletter as well, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.